Welcome once more to another edition of Shelf Life Book Reviews Online. Thank you as always for taking the time to watch my videos. Hopefully you will find them informative, and hopefully when you make your book planning purchases, you will add these books to your selections. The very first book is called The Diamond Eye by Kate Quinn. This is published by William Morrow and it retails for $24.99. This is a very interesting book. The author is noted for her historical fiction, as she has written a lot of historical fiction. Now, historical fiction, when it is well done, is a very engrossing read, and it is even more engrossing when this historical fiction is based on historical fact. And Kate Quinn's The Diamond Eye is based on a real character. Her name was Lyudmila Pavlichenko. They called her Mila, and she was around in World War II. She was a Russian, and she wanted to go and help the cause because World War II was intensifying. And they gave her a gun, and she learned how to shoot. She not only learned how to shoot, she became one of the best snipers ever. In fact, she had the nickname Lady Death, and she is reportedly had killed more than 300 German soldiers. She just picked them off. She could pinpoint her shots, and she could be 100 or 200, 300 yards away, and she was able to kill them. Now, she received so much praise that she actually went to the States because she wanted the United States to help the war cause and give support to Russia. She was like a celebrity there, Mila became, and she met Eleanor Roosevelt. Of course, President Roosevelt was in power at the time, and she became very good friends with his wife. They bonded totally. And even though she was a young Russian girl, her and Eleanor Roosevelt got along very, very well. And as the story continues in the book, Mila starts getting rather, nasty notes slid under her door. And they're called her a whole bunch of names. And it was also the fact that she was a target. And there's a person in the book, we don't really know his identity totally. He is just called the marksman. And he had targeted her. That he knew she was good, but he thought he was better. So his ultimate game plan was to kill the President of the United States and pin the murder or the assassination on Mila because she was such a great sharpshooter. I guess he was going to, plan his kill from a distance, and they would think that Mila did it. So it's a very intense book. Also, Mila left a young son back home called Slavka. She had separated from her husband. He was not the best of people, and he was definitely not someone who would fit into her life. But he has come to the States as well, too. And without giving too much away, he targets Mila as well. So the marksman is after her. He wants her ultimately dead, and the ex-husband does not want to wish her well for the future. So he is also someone who has come, and she has a target on her back, even though she has targeted so many German soldiers. So if you're looking for a different kind of book, also at the back of the book are pictures of Mila and Russian soldiers as well too. So the author gives the whole backstory to the story of Lyudmila Pavlichenko. And it is fascinating reading. So if you like historical fiction, like I said, based on fact, The Diamond Eye is one gem of a book. And the second book of note this time out is Dead Lies Dreaming by Charles Stross. This is published by Tor, and it retails for $39.99. Reportedly, this is book 10 of the Laundry Files series. Now, I had never read the first 9, so I was not aware it existed. As a book reviewer, I guess we cannot, we do not know every single book that is released, unfortunately. And this is an interesting book. You could say it's horror, fantasy with a side dish of science fiction tossed in for good measure. It's an interesting tale. It is a tale of sort of time travel and going back and forth, but it revolves around, let's just say it's set in England. And at the moment, it's alternate England. And the man at 10 Downing Street, who is the Prime Minister, is known as the Elder God. And it is interesting. It's like a lawless society. If someone breaks the law, like they park in the wrong spot or something, the death penalty could be handed out. And early in the book, a Santa Claus has done some silly infraction, and he is being attacked and viciously assaulted, and ultimately death is visited upon Santa Claus. So nothing is sacred here in this society where it is survival of the fittest. Now, there are a group of people called the Lost Boys and Lost Girls who are trying to, they're rebellious. And there are 4 main characters known as the Imp, the Deliberator, Doc Depression, and Game Boy. And they are sort of model themselves after Peter Pan. They don't want to grow up, and they just want to do their own thing. Now, the sister of Imp, who is Evelyn Starkey, or who's known as Eve, she wants them to find a book called the Necronomicon. And this is a book of spells and magic and the whole bit. And who owns it, basically, is in control. Now, they will have to go back in time. Time travel. Those who like time travel will like this book. In fact, they end up somehow in Whitechapel in Victorian England around the time of Jack the Ripper. So it adds another interesting suspenseful touch to it. Will they meet Jack the Ripper? Will Jack the Ripper meet them in the most deadliest of ways? So the book time travels, it jumps back and forth, and as they search for the Necronomicon in the alternate England, where, like I said, there's no justice, people just are killed randomly for, the death penalty is there for crossing the street, jaywalking, or anything. So it makes Dead Lies Dreaming a different sort of book. So some of you might have read the Laundry Files, and this book 10 is definitely one of the best, as it has been said. Like, I can't compare it because I haven't read the first 9, but by what I've read, many are calling it the best in the series. So those are the 2 books I wanted to draw to your attention, The Diamond Eye and Dead Lies Dreaming. So hopefully when you go to your local bookstore, you will seek these books out because they are definitely worth owning. So, and I welcome your comments about my reviews as well too. So, until we meet again where I bring you 2 more excellent books, stay safe, stay sane, stay social distancing, and do stay in touch. See you again real soon, and thank you. Bye for now.